It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Really excited for today's beer. It's by Struise Brewery in Belgium, and it's their Westoek XX Flemish Triple Ale. It's 8% ABV. I've had some wonderful beers from Struise over the years, and when I seen this in my local beer shop, I thought I have to pick this up to review it. The Struise Brewers, Belgium. Golden bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. I was in Belgium last year, had a wonderful time. Oy. Wow. That was a carbonated number. Didn't lose too much of the beer. Wow, look at that. Look at the carbonation rushing off the bottom of that glass. It's actually forcing the head up on this beer. Can you see the head developing here on this glass? That is incredible. That is like a snowstorm. Remember them globes you used to buy as a kid with it and used to shake them and they used to kind of sparkle and create a snowstorm? That's exactly what I'm thinking here with this glass of beer. The head's still going to kind of keep going on this one. Let's describe it, shall we? It's a golden clear coloured ale. Let's get the aroma. This is going to get my beard dirty, this one, isn't it? Oh yeah, classic Flemish style ale then. Lots and lots of that kind of Belgium sourness. Oh, what the heck, should we get my beard all dirty? Oh, blimey. Oh, yeah, super sour. I think that was one of the most strangest experiences in my life, and I've been through some strange experiences, let me tell you. Wow, super sour beer then. Incredibly sour. It kind of wants to scratch your eyeballs, it's that sour. It's quite sweet. There's a certain spiciness to it. My face is soaking wet. Really is soaking wet. Spiciness, incredibly drinkable, lots of roaring carbonation as you would expect. This is a beer really, if you're coming from work in the afternoon, you're quite tired. You need something to kind of boom, get in your face and wake you up. All that carbonation, all that sourness from that kind of, that Flemish red. Well, it's not a Flemish red, is it? It's a Flemish ale. Will really, if this doesn't wake you up as a beer, nothing will. And even now, that head's still there. Can you see the sediment in the beer just moving about? Can you see that? Little bits and pieces. I wanted to get all of the beer in the glass to show you guys everything. Normally with a Belgian beer, you throw all the yeast in and get it all in the glass. %8 ABV then, so a little bit of that kind of Belgian candied sugar going on in the beer, as you would expect. That sugar then turns into a lovely kind of candied flavour, but it ultimately feeds the yeast to get it up to 8% ABV. Sourness, really good. Natural sourness. I tell you what, I drank a sourdough beer last week from Wild Beer Company. It was insanely crazy. It was awesome. Similar first taste to this. A massive whack of sourness that kind of makes you go, wow, blimey, that's sour. But then all of a sudden your palate adapts to it very quickly. So when you're drinking more of it, as I've been doing now, your palate adjusts and it's not so crazy, it's not so kind of in your face. Your palate adjusts to it. Same as the sourdough from Wild Beer Company. I was drinking it, crazy sourness to begin with, and then I kind of got used to it and I was picking up more of the malt flavours in that beer. But what I'm getting at here is this has probably been aged for 3 years to get it to be this natural sourness in the beer. Whereas the Wild Beer Company with the sourdough, it would have been a very quick process. Maybe not as quick as an IPA or a pale ale or something like that, or a stout, but it would have been a lot quicker than 3 years that it would have took to produce this beer. And I think, I gotta be honest, I think I prefer this. I still prefer the natural way that Belgians brew these Flemish beers, these sour beers. I think if you've got the time to produce this beer, which these people certainly have, then I think it's the way to go. I still think it's the way to go to produce a really good sour beer. Right. I'm going to do the unthinkable and get rid of some of this foam. Reason being, I want to at least try and show you some of the yeast in this beer. Oh, we're going to do it. Look at that. Can you see that? Did you see that, the way that beer changed colour then? That's what made that beer go wild in the glass. That kind of shooting, foaming craziness that started off the review. You can see the carbonation, like it's still roaring away. Look at that. I'm going to give it a final thought and a rating. Oh, it's still crazy. Still crazy sourness. It's still, your palate can only adjust so far. Apart from the beer kind of spraying all over my beard, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. It's a cracking beer. I'm not going to take anything away from that. When you age a beer for 3 years, it's going to be completely unpredictable anyway. A lot of Belgian beers are lively. It's just part and parcel of Belgian beer. So I'm going to give this beer a massive 9 out of 10. I really like this. 9 out of 10 is the Struise Westoek XX Flemish Triple Ale. Thank you for watching. Please comment, please subscribe, and cheers.